and so many of the people in the firm.
Thanks. An octave. Unfortunately, Parkinson's, one of the nasty things of that is it'll attack your vocal cords, and it comes and goes. But first of all, I want to say thank you, Bob, Russ, Anna, you guys, just inviting me and keeping this thing a secret. Edwin, you too, you were in on this thing as well. I thought he was pissed at me because he didn't return one of my texts. But I want to thank you for inviting Dawn and I tonight. But really, what I really want to say is thank you, for 20 years. I came in 1997 as a senior manager, experienced hire. And the path that I got to take and the experiences that I got were just second to none. And I always said, and those of you who know me for a long time, I said, treat this thing, treat it like a family. Don't treat it like a factory. And if you do that, stuff's going to come back to you in spades. And when you hear that, being echoed back to you, it's really the truth. But this whole family thing. It's real, guys. I've had a year to reflect on this group, on the broader group. The people that you all lead now. I say we. You're gonna realize I still think I'm doing this. Sometimes when I'm in the closet with the shoes and shit, I am. I think I'm doing it. I'm making great progress. You're getting 25% growth. But just to come, no prepared remarks because I'd forget them anyway. I do better in this format. But some of you had a chance to meet my much better half, Dawn. And anytime I get a chance to say, I couldn't love this person more. Somebody that has been with me from the start of all of this. And it's ironic, we were reflecting in the hotel room that we started dating about the time I came to Ernst & Young. And so she's been here through the whole journey and got to see, all of this in its full glory. But, right now, she is the champion. It's a very arduous week, and it comes with a lot of unpredictability. I just want to ask, I have my own answer, but how many of you have heard of Lewy body dementia before you heard of me, in my case? How many heard of it before? That really doesn't surprise me because when they told me, when the neurologist at Barrow first said to Dawn and I hope this isn't what I think it is. And 5 months later, we arrive at that's what it is. It's a wicked cocktail of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, and a little bit of hallucination in the middle of it, and it just goes all over the place. It's not a progressive thing other than all these things will deteriorate. But I want to take a moment and really, there's some people that were very, very close to helping get through this on the front end. And Bob, our visit is the first thing I want to mention. Bob called and said, I'm coming out to Arizona. We're going to sit down and have a talk. And at that time, I thought that stress, and I've got a couple themes that I want all of you to carry away. The problems that I have go back to 2011 and 12, Dawn, 2011, 12. I had tremor in my pinky. And if you look at Michael J. Fox, his story, he started with tremor in his pinky. But I said that it was, this is just stress, too much coffee. Pushed it away. It went on for a year and then, it started going in the hand a little bit more. Balance started occurring. A couple people caught me even shaking at the table, right? There's one and there's the other over there. I remember, I think both of you saying, you all right? You look like you got the shakes. Well, at the time I was absorbing a lot of Kettle One and probably had the shakes. But some of you heard me joke, no more, I haven't drank in a year now, and I got enough drugs right now, I don't need any Kettle One. I got enough bouncing around up here to keep me occupied. But it was those people that took time to notice that something was wrong. And Bob, our discussion that we had was one of just pure care, concern, and compassion. Jay, I know something's going on, and I've acknowledged something's going on. And then, enter Edwin Bennett. Here's a guy that's asked me to take on this role, and I feel almost embarrassed that say, something has happened. You asked me to take, this role on, and I don't think that I can do it while I go through trying to find out what's wrong with me. And it was like sitting down with a family member to have these conversations, and ultimately and I'll say it, the love, the care, the kindness that's there. Guys, those are the key ingredients that makes this thing hum. We can talk about, purpose, this is all threaded through purpose, but it's those core things that you guys have in spades, okay? That's the Ernst & Young difference. It really, really is. And, I would just ask you all to not forget those words, that's really what matters. And it matters within your family unit, and it matters, with your work family as well. But just an amazing 20 years. I couldn't ask for anything better. I couldn't ask for better support at home to be able to do the things that I did. I couldn't ask for better leaders, that I got to not just work for but learn from. This is always an education that's going on. And, ultimately, I got to have a hell of a lot of fun with a lot of you in this room. I look around and, boy, there's stories that could, we just watch a sunrise in the morning, which I think we probably did, in some of the meetings. We went to the sunrise. But in the end, it really is about the ones you love and making sure that you are paying close enough attention to them. And, you got to love yourself. If you're having health issues, if you're having something that pops up in your life, don't ignore a tremor, okay? Don't ignore, hey, my heart's racing a little bit. These are tough roles, they're tough jobs, and it takes an awful lot, for all of us. And gosh, I know a lot of people here have had health scares or have had other. Take it serious. Don't push it or think that you're heroic to be able to push through them, because in some cases it's just not the case. But I end the note, and I thank you guys for leading with me and really creating just a fantastic environment that I will always cherish. And the chance to get to come back here with my #1 fan and be able to talk to you, even just to see you. And I love the texts, I love the messages, and got on this. You guys collaborated on this memory book. For a guy that's got a Swiss cheese memory, what a good gift to be able to look at that again and again. And just the stories are all they all come through in a voice that I remember each and every one of them. And I just thank you guys for the effort putting that together. That'll mean something to me the rest of my life. Thanks, guys, and it's just great seeing you.